Understanding and navigating Web Chat Manager is a critical skill to learn in order to confidently use your Web Chat Manager account. Let's start out with going over your top menus. Starting from left to right, you have your dashboard menu, which is the very first thing you see when you log into your site, and provides you a high-level overview about what's happening with your site. This is also where you can view your monthly technology license. The orders menu has all things sales related. Your catalog menu is one of your more important menus. This contains all of your products, brands, and promotions you may have. The modules menu has many options like your photo gallery, which will house many images that are shown on your site. For example, you might see a folder that holds the hero banners and other imagery found on your website's homepage. You would go here to show, hide, or update any images currently on your site. The content menu is the area you'll be going to add links to your website's footer or adding or removing inquiry forms from your website. In your customers menu, this is where you can manage your customers that sign up for your website. For example, you can assign them to price or access groups here. Your reports menu is another useful menu as it will display some of your most searched products on your website. The data menu is essentially the foundation to your website. Make sure that if you start to upload and export a CSV file, you get trained how to do so first. The system menu contains all of your source settings. This is a key section to know and understand how to set up your site as well as updating your site as it grows and matures over time. Now that we have gone over our top menus, let's go over some of the more common icons you'll be seeing and using. For example, if I go to my categories section, I will see a list of all my categories I have on my site. But if you notice, there are 6 different icons located on the left-hand column. Let's go over each one. Starting from the left, the edit icon will allow you to edit your category if you need to make changes. The copy icon copies your category and opens it for editing. The delete icon permanently removes your category from the system. If you select this option, there is no way to undo this action. The view icon will open the category on the front end of your website. This is a useful tool if you need to see any changes that you made to your category, product, or brand. The products icon will display all the products you have in that particular category. And finally, your children icon. This will display all of your subcategories for that particular category. There are a few more icons that you may see when you're using Web Chat Manager. They are your import icon, which allows you to upload a file to that particular line item, and your export icon, which allows you to download a CSV file from that line item. Both the import and export features are primarily used in the data section on the back end of your Web Chat Manager account. It's also important to note that if you import a new file into a line item, it will override the information on that line item. Before importing a new file, make sure you have been properly trained first as there is no way to undo this action. And finally, your last icon will be your exclamation point icon. This indicates to you that this is a global item. Keep in mind global items cannot be modified by a regular user. WebShop Manager uses a priority system in order to display some of your more important items first on your website. All priorities will be set to 500 by default, with 999 being the highest and 1 being the lowest. This feature is commonly used for photo galleries and your website's footer navigation links. As your site grows and matures, the ability to efficiently and quickly navigate from the front end of your WebShop Manager account to the back end is a valuable tool when you are editing a web page. For example, I can look at a web page URL on the front end of my website and know exactly where to go on the back end of my website. Let's take a look at this web page. Looking at my URL for this web page, I know that I need to go to the product section on the back end of my website. I was able to deduce this by looking at what comes directly after the .com portion / of my URL. In this case, it is the letter I. This is your indicator to where you need to go on the back end of your website. I can narrow down even more where to go by looking at the number that comes directly after my indicator. This number is your product's WSM ID. This number is unique, meaning that no one number will be the same. Everything that you upload to your website will receive a WSM ID, which will assist you in searching for items across your website. If I wish to find exactly where my product is on the back end of my website, I'm going to use my indicator, which was the letter I, to navigate to the product section on the back end of my Website Manager account. Then I'm going to paste my WSM ID into the search bar and click on the search button. And finally, the product that appears will be the product I was looking at on the front end of my website. There are several more indicators that WebChat Manager uses, which is located on our WebChat Manager University site. The link to our WebChat Manager University site is in the description, which will give you a list of all of our indicators. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to WebChat Manager for assistance. Thank you for watching.